Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today's video I'm going to be covering a couple of suppressor disassembly tools that are available and on the market for the Rugged Obsidian 9 and 45 series of cans. Anybody who's not already familiar with the Rugged Obsidian, it is a modular can, meaning that you can use it in the configuration or full-size configuration such as this, or the front portion of the can unscrews, allowing you to run a shorter K configuration such as this. Now, in order to do that, the front cap screws off. As you saw in the previous clip, this section of the can comes off along with a stack of baffles. You simply take the end cap on here, unscrew it from the forward section, and screw it into the bottom section. Now, in order to do that, as you can see, there's the design or the pattern here. It does require a tool. You can't just get your fingers in there and unscrew it. While you can use the piston out of the can itself, that can be another challenge, getting the bottom section of the can off. You would also have to take off the bottom section of the can. Again, right now I have this set up for direct thread, 1/2 inch by 28. You can get a tri-lug adapter for this, but even if you don't have a tri-lug adapter, if you shoot this on a pistol, you are going to use the standard piston and the spring that's in there. And if you're going to end up using a fixed barrel gun, such as a PCC, or if you put this on a 22, you're going to take out the spring and you're going to put in the fixed barrel spacer. Rugged does also offer a fixed barrel end cap or a base here that I guess just does away with the piston altogether, but you see the back end of it here. And then you don't have to worry about a spring. So getting back to the tools, I have two of them available. One of them is made by Spire Gunworks, and another one of them is made by Warren Technologies at suppressortools.com. Now, while I did buy the Spire Gunworks suppressor tool from, I believe it was Hanson Brothers, not 100% sure on that. I bought it many months ago when I first bought my can, and I was waiting for it to be approved. But just full disclosure, the model here from Chase Technologies, this one was sent to me by Chase Warren, the owner of the company himself. We did cross paths on one of the groups on Facebook. I think it was when I got the approval for my can, and he had mentioned his tool. And I had mentioned that I'd already gotten a Spire Gunworks, and I'd also seen months ago on the forums that allegedly, I don't know if this is 100% true, so take it with a grain of salt, that Spire had pretty much ripped off the design that you see here from Warren Technologies. Again, don't know complete validity on that. And if you go do any search on Rugged Obsidian 9 disassembly tools, there are other offerings I saw out there that look very similar to each one of these. In this video, I'm just going to go over some of the differences between the two and allow you to come up with your own decision, which you feel is the best for you. So again, the suppressortools.com model was provided to me free of charge from Chase Warren himself. It's not going to spew or skew any of my opinion on either one of them or in the review itself whatsoever. Okay, so getting back into these tools, both of them offer similar features and both give you offerings to remove the end cap along with the piston on the bottom, and also have a tri-lug adapter if you were to have this here instead of the direct thread mount. You see here, this plug is for the end cap. This end down here is for a tri-lug, which again I don't have. And then this open side here is for the end to grab the piston and allow you to twist off. Now, both of these, again, while they offer those similarities, the suppressortools.com version also does have an open end to grab the base. If you choose to want to use it that way, or if you want to get a little bit more leverage on it, obviously being on the end, this is the side that's probably going to get seized up on you a little bit harder than would be the end cap. I do highly recommend that you do use anti-seize where every threaded portion on your can, whether it be the Rugged Obsidian or not. And just on a side from the note from that, what I use is this stuff right here. It is food grade anti-seize that is very high temperature rating. I don't remember it exactly. I got this stuff on eBay. It was not the cheapest stuff in the world, but it doesn't get not like I believe it's copper based anti-seizes, which can be very messy and splatter all over you. And then you have these fine metal on you. That being food grade is very non-toxic. So anyway, going back to the tool, why they both offer provisions to remove the end cap, to remove the base here, and use the tri-lug. They do also have provisions here for you to attach a half-inch drive ratchet, if so needed to be. If you really need to get some torque on there, whether it be for tightening or for loosening, though I would recommend that you don't over torque it when you assemble your can. Just do it snug. I think it would probably be a bit more useful when in need of having to remove your can or disassemble it. So now let's talk about some differences between the two tools. So starting off with the Spire Gunworks, this is made from nylon. According to their website, it's machined or milled from nylon. Doesn't say what type of nylon. I don't know if there really is different types of nylons. Does not appear to be 3D printed. Maybe it's just a sheet of nylon that they machine down. You see a very nice job here and very basic. I mean, you don't need anything super fancy. In comparison to the SuppressorTools.com version, this is carbon fiber inlaid 3D printed nylon. So carbon fiber obviously adds some strength to it. I don't know how strong you really need these things to be. I've been lucky, I haven't had my end cap seize up on me whatsoever so far. In addition to that, you got the price. So the tool from Spire Gunworks is $32.99 from their website, and they do have free shipping. Whereas the tool from SuppressorTools.com, it is $40, and then shipping is an extra fee on top of that. So this is a little bit more money. As you notice, there's size differential. I mean, mainly because the open-ended tool for the end caps assembly. But you're also going to see there's some other provisions here that the Spire Gunworks does not have. See, there's some holes that are drilled in here for allowing you to hang it on tool racks, or if you want to put a lanyard on there or some type of cord on there. And you will notice also where the half-inch drive socket can attach, there is no dimple in here for the ratcheting ball on your ratchet, whereas with the tool from SuppressorTools.com, you have it on all four sides, which allows you to lock into your ratchet and it won't come off. And also with storage systems that they have available at multiple different tool shops, you know, 4 sockets themselves, you can slide this on there and it'll stay put. Also, you're going to notice that the side profile is a little bit different, and this is where I see the biggest difference between these two tools. While the Spire Gunworks tool works very well, you know, goes on, not really a big deal, loosens, tightens. You put it on the end cap, it loosens, tightens, does the job. The SuppressorTools.com version, being that it's a little bit thicker, I feel that it does give you a little bit more better feel on the tool, whereas this one here, you have to hold it a little bit more square. You see there's more rocky room. We're using the SuppressorTools.com version. It feels a little bit more stable. And I know that's probably not, you can't feel how it feels over the video. It just does feel a lot better. And also in addition to that, for the tool on the end cap, being that you have taller lugs on the SuppressorTools.com version, when you go stick it on the end cap, you can see for the most part, it stays in there by itself. Lot snugger fit. You don't feel like you have to keep it completely square, tighten it off, or tighten it on, screw it off. Whereas the Spire Gunworks tool does not offer that. And when you're working with this thing, you do have to make sure that you're holding it pretty square. It feels like it wants to pop out on you because of the lower profile of the lugs on it. Now, does it still work? Does it still do the job? Yes, absolutely it does. In that regard, I feel that the SuppressorTools.com version, that's kind of just like a nice to have, because again, the Spire Gunworks tool will do everything that you need it to do the same as this. You can say this requires a little bit more finesse than this one does. You know, there's an $8 price difference in there, and if you want to add shipping on top of that, let's just say it's $6, maybe as much as $8 or maybe even more. You know, you're looking at $32 versus $48+ for this. So depending on what it is that you want to spend your money on, or if you feel that those characteristics that I gave about the SuppressorTools.com version are worth spending the extra money on, you know, that one's up to you. And then, you know, lastly, one of the things, or the big things about this tool versus this one, they do say on the website that if you happen to break one of these for whatever reason, they will replace it free of charge. Spire Gunworks may do that same for you to contact them, but it is not listed or is not stated on their website. So that wraps up the video for tonight. Again, I know that there are other tools available on the market. I know that Spire Gunworks themselves, not only do they offer the nylon versions, they do offer aluminum versions. I know Rugged themselves offers a multi-tool for taking apart their cans, which works on other versions of their cans as well, or other models. I know me personally, I think I feel a little bit better with the plastic versions / nylon versions. You know, when you're working on your can, you don't have any risk of metal contact or burn anything up or marking anything up. So these things definitely do the job. Super lightweight. I mean, both of them weigh almost absolutely nothing. So basically, when it comes down to it, it's really about, you know, price. How much do you want to spend? You want to spend $30 of free shipping or $40 plus shipping, so another $6 to $8. And that one is up to you. And again, having a couple of extra features on there with the holes being drilled in there, along with the detents for the locking bearing on your ratchet. Also having that lifetime warranty on them, you know, that's your decision to make. I can't say if I was never sent this tool by SuppressorTools.com and Chase the owner, would I ever feel that I needed to get something other than this? Honestly, probably not. So that's not to say that if you already have one of these, to go rush out and buy the SuppressorTools.com version. Again, I think really when it comes down to it, it's really going to be price. And then some of the little niceties to have of the SuppressorTools.com version. So definitely appreciate all the views. If you like my content, please make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, share it. It does help with the algorithms in YouTube. I have noticed that with every more views I get more and more subscribers. So definitely appreciate that. And that's about it for this video. So thanks again. Have a good night.